It is very tiring making these videos over and over again when they won't upload. I just made about a 30-minute video and it wouldn't work, didn't record. So I'm gonna try again. I don't want to give up and just forget about it because I need to document this and I need to talk about it. And the first video I made about the hacking, some people have been complaining the audio is too quiet. I don't know why it is. I'm going to go over some of that and some more of my past. I really don't want to do it because I just recorded it like twice and it didn't work. This is like my third attempt. So anyway, the hackers are pen testers. Pen is short for penetration. They hack Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Right now, where I'm staying at my mother's house, somebody's on the router. The MAC address doesn't come back as a legitimate device. I look up the MAC address. It's obviously spoofed. They modify my search results, and my suggested videos on YouTube are all amputee videos a lot of times. Or for example, I will type gang stalking into google.com, and instead of coming up with search results for gang stalking, it will come up with search results with child pornography links. And also, they mock me for whatever they feel like mocking me about at the time. I'm sorry I went into detail more in the other videos. I'm just going to try to get this all out there. So yes, they're pen testers. Back when they were deleting my operating system, I would, borrow a tablet and go use Wi-Fi at Burger King or something like that. And I would immediately get hacked there. I assume it's somebody within the vicinity who is paid to hack me. When I was traveling to Texas, I bought a new cell phone at a Walmart. When I bought it, I don't remember what state I was in, but I stopped at Arkansas Walmart to take a nap, and they were zapping me in my vehicle. So I could not sleep. I went to activate my phone, and there was a Wi-Fi hotspot that said Walmart free Wi-Fi. I didn't think, I just clicked on it to use the Wi-Fi to activate my phone, and they did something, whereas it broke my new cell phone. I had to go into Walmart and return it and get another one. So these, they even make free Wi-Fi hotspots that can harm your device. They are pen testers. Back when I lived in New Jersey, before I moved to Illinois, the girl I dated, that I lived with for about a year and a half, who was gaslighting me about my friends raping her, making up lies, getting me into fights with friends because she said they raped her, and all sorts of stuff. She's the one that convinced me something was wrong with me, okay? But I broke my leg on an ATV, in an ATV accident, when I was teaching her to ride ATVs. There was never a ditch where the ditch was, that there was some high grass, I didn't see it, and I broke my leg. When that happened, I couldn't find a surgeon to fix my leg. I didn't have insurance, and everybody was refusing me surgery for over a month. I got blood clots. A doctor said I'm going to die, I'll never walk again, I'm going to lose my leg. Really messing with me. And every time I went to the orthopedic doctor, on my way there, on my way to the orthopedic appointment, there would be amputees with their leg missing from their knee down. And then in Illinois, when I wanted to get my hip replacement, due to what I believe are the microwave weapons cooking my hips and my shoulders. They were putting amputees that were amputated from the hip down on the streets on the way to my appointments. They were mocking me with amputees. They do that a lot to me, especially when I go to my orthopedic appointments. I don't know how they... What do they just pay amputees off the street and say, hey, you know, he's going to be on the way to an appointment at 3 o'clock. Go stand on the street or sit in the wheelchair on the street with no prosthetics on your legs so he can see that you're missing your legs, you know. Something like that. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm really frustrated because I couldn't upload those videos. I'm just trying to do this all over again. There was a doctor in Illinois. I had dry eyes before I found the mold in my apartment. I believe that's why I had dry eyes. There was a doctor in Illinois, Dr. Love, who prescribed me prednisone for about 4 or 5 months, which they're saying I have a vascular necrosis from this prednisone. But, you know, with picking up the EMF and stuff, I don't think it's this prednisone that caused me this problem. But this Dr. Love told me I'm going to die from an overdose, I'm going to die from a married woman's husband's going to kill me, or I'm going to get in a car accident and I'm going to die within the next year or two from that. One day in Illinois, I had a 90-pill bottle of Klonopin, 2 milligram, and they did something to me. So I took the whole bottle, and I didn't remember doing it. I woke up, and I was slurring my words. I was lucky I didn't die. You know, I really think they made me do that. Also, on these dating sites I was trying to meet women on, after my girlfriend in Illinois left me, I met a couple girls, and I was mentioning to my psychiatrist at the time. He would ask me what's going on with women, this and that, and I would tell him their names, and he would say, oh, they all have exotic names. Some of these girls' names were Portia, Maisie, Mona, Sierra. Those were the 4 women that I spoke to after my last relationship, and they were all doing things with guys behind my back. One of them tried to wedge themselves in between a friendship. One of them I found out was doing meth. Another one of their friends contacted me and said, you know, she's sending nudes to other guys. And but another thing that really stuck out about what he said about a married woman's husband killing me, this girl Portia that I met on a dating app, we hung out at her apartment, we slept together, and then she said something like, oh, I'm on antipsychotics. Just out of the blue she said that. Also, I asked her what her last name was, and she said, my married last name or my birth last name? And I said, I was kind of thrown back at it. She said she separated from her husband, and she gave me 2 fake last names. Very strange things, you know, happened. I know all this is very unbelievable and very hard to prove, but and also I'm not sure what I've recorded on my YouTube and what I haven't, because a lot of these videos aren't working. When I try to upload them, I lose the video, or the first video I filmed, the audio didn't work correctly. So I'm just trying to throw this information out there. At one point I had typed up a document with a lot of things that have happened in my life. When I got hacked, it got deleted. They're always stealing my evidence or tampering with my evidence. Another thing I went to a doctor for in Illinois was I was getting these really bad local headaches, like stabbing pain in the side of my head, and doctors couldn't figure out what was going on. Um, they wouldn't really give me tests for it, but I found this YouTube video called Gang Stalking Manual Official, and they said he was being drugged at the time, and whatever poison they were putting in his food or whatever was giving him this stabbing local headache in his head, you know. And oh yes, also the doctor that told me I was going to die within a year or two from a car accident, an overdose, or a married woman's husband was going to kill me. His name was Dr. Love, and he's the one that gave me the prednisone to cover up what was going on. Also, he had a red Mustang with a vanity plate that said Dr. Love on the vanity plate. Yeah, so trying to think of what else I mentioned in that last video. I'm sorry this video isn't going as fluid as maybe the previous one or my last recordings that didn't get uploaded. In Florida, when I lived there, my roommate that was tampering with my things, my mail, and doing the noise campaigns, he showed me a bottle of what said on it was sodium cyanide, and I opened it to look inside, and he yelled at me, "No, don't touch it, don't open it." But he wanted me to know that he had this. It was a brown salt. When I looked inside, it looked like brown salt. And the day before I moved, he must have went in my room and put this sodium cyanide all over my reptiles enclosure. There was like brown salt all over my room, this brown substance. So he must have wanted me to touch it. I'm gonna upload this and make another video once I think of more to talk about. I'm losing my train of thought. I think I'm really getting worn down from talking about this. But I wanted to upload something today since the other videos failed.